She opened the door and I helped her get her onto the seat. I reached behind my back and shifted my body. A loud cracking sound echoed. Shahre smiled, extended her hand toward me, and said, "Shahre, nice to meet you, Prince Charming." Paarsam. Likewise. Shahre's phone rang this time. "Thanks, handsome. My whole body's sore. I need a hot bath. Let's go to my place tonight. Your friends just like you, Mr. Prince. Where are you?" The answer came in the form of headlights flashing twice. She hung up and said, "Get behind the wheel. We're going to my place." I got in and drove. A while later, we pulled into her building's garage. Shahre was truly beautiful. I tried not to stare too much, afraid she or Milad might say something. Not that I wanted to, either. I like to think of myself as modern and respectful, seeing women as sisters. Unless her home, like her car, was big, expensive, and yet calm and tasteful. We sat in the living room. After a while, Shahre casually walked toward the bathroom in her underwear. I was stunned. Milad, on the other hand, headed to the kitchen like it was nothing. He came back with a large pitcher of lemonade and booze. Smiling, he said, "What's up? You're mesmerized by her body. She just walked around in her underwear." I blushed but said, "Yeah. Is she an athlete? I've never seen anyone like that. Our girls are chill, but not that chill. She's got taste and appetite. That's how we roll. But there's nothing going on between us. Just a simple friendship." Simple friendship? What does my forehead say? Naive. Idiot. Okay, I'll admit. She's stunning. Shahre's like a godfather in her own right. Let me put it this way. She runs a private party scene. Tons of girls and guys work under her in all kinds of fields. I nodded. Milad handed me a glass of lemonade. Shahre joined us later, wearing a loose scoop neck tee and comfy long pants. Her wet hair fell over her shoulders. Physically, she resembled Milad quite a bit. Milad turned to her and said, "Pars's one of the few people I truly trust. We messed with him tonight. Sorry for waking you." I said, "No worries." Though I was surprised, it's 2:30 a.m. Shahre. I went there for Nihan. At Milad's request, we planted cameras and mics in the company. The security system was linked to the police. I asked, "So you're fully in the loop about Nihan and Sauna?" "Yeah. Though I haven't had the honor of meeting him yet." "Haven't seen him?" "I did. When I went to pick up the car, he was still there." "But you guys did a clean job. Nothing was found." Shahre nodded proudly and smiled. She glanced at my glass and said, "You don't drink?" "Nope. I don't like the smell or the buzz. But the others do." "Don't you worry they'll mark it against you in the afterlife? Even if you don't drink, it still counts." Her comment caught me off guard. She knew about that stuff too. She read my mind instantly and said, "Come on, we live in Iran. Back in school, they held religious ceremonies to bring us closer to God. Now we're light years away. If I had a kid, I wouldn't let them attend those. Anyway, cheers to friends and our two Prince Charmings." Shahre gave us 2 rooms and went to hers. In the morning, I woke up, did my routine, and headed to the breakfast table. Shahre greeted me warmly. The breakfast she'd made was lavish: cream, eggs, butter, cheese, jam, tea, everything you could want. Later, Milad and I left the house. In the car, I said, "Shahre's professional, but reckless. If she pulls another stunt like last night, what do we do?" Sauna saw me. "If things go south because of Nihan, I'll be the one answering to the cops." "All right, I'll talk to her." She shouldn't be identified. The police know all her ins and outs. Good. Sometimes I think about what Asham said. Is this girl really worth all this time and trouble? Milad glanced at me, took a deep breath, and looked ahead again. In his eyes, I saw something that made me uneasy. He was ready to go all the way. I just hoped he wouldn't compare Nihan to his sister Samira, or try to replace her. Samira was in the cemetery. Nihan was still alive. We stopped in front of a house. I thanked him and said goodbye.